everybody in the car and heading down to the temple. But before we get there, I just want to go back to yesterday and explain the processes and the preparation needed in order to go to the temple today. And in terms of food offering to the monks, it's the solid food. You can't, the monk can't eat solid food after 12 p.m. So it's a good idea to come into the temple anywhere no later than 11 to 11:30 a.m. But rules are a little bit different in temple across the board. So let's say there's a forest temple down in Meriam that I've been to, where they are encouraged food offering to be done between 8 to 8:30 because monks can't eat after 10. So again, there's no really cookie cutter for each temple. Each one is unique, and that's why going to different ones provides a really unique experience. Really special to see how Buddhism is practiced within the walls of each of those temples. All right, change the plan slightly. At first we were going to a market to pick up fresh produce, but we decided to come to Macro, which is a wholesale supermarket here in Meriam, and they got everything that we need, and it's a one-stop place to get all the ingredients and all the items for the food offering tomorrow. Okay, so we got the ingredients that we need. Now we're just gonna head on home, prep the ingredients, and start cooking. I'll see you back at home. We're back at home in the kitchen, and the food production has officially begun. So, Wifey, what's on the menu today?
ผัดฟักทองกับผัดแตงกวา
Okay, so we got the stir-fried Japanese cucumber right there. That's been peeled. It's going to give a lovely crunchy texture compared to the Thai cucumber, which is a little bit more on the watery side. And we got the Japanese pumpkin here, which we are going to stir fry with some eggs, right? Mm-hmm. With some eggs. It's the food we're preparing for tomorrow is going to be largely vegetarian. Well, it's going to be all vegetarian actually. And yes, this Japanese pumpkin is going to give a lovely, lovely sweet, buttery texture to the stir fry with the eggs. So my wife, she's just cutting these pumpkin into slices like that. And yes, very soon it's going to go in the pan. It's a little bit of preparation. We have to do it right now because tomorrow we have to leave at 6:30. So that's why it's a lot of advanced preparation right now, just to make sure that we get everything done on time and on our way to the temple at 6:30. I'm just going to explain the role of the chef here in the kitchen. Got my mom as a head chef, my wife as a sous chef, learning all the trades of the Thai food from my mom. Then you got me, who's a chef that specializes in European cuisine, specifically because I did the culinary school down in Bangkok at the Le Cordon Bleu, which specializes in classical French cooking. So that's my area of expertise is Western food, European kind of that area type food. So with Thai food, I'm pretty much learning as I go here. The ingredients, the technique is a little bit different to the French style. So yes, it's a really extraordinary to watch and learn different techniques and processes each time that my mom and also my wife comes into the kitchen and cook delicious meal. Speaking of food, while we're preparing things right now, my mom has prepared a dinner. So this is a cheeky little review of her food. We got the nam tok gai right here. Now, nam tok gai is a little bit different to the lap. The lap is just basically minced up chicken boiled in a pan and then tossed in with the spicy, sour, sweet dressing. The nam tok is a little bit different. The nam tok, the chicken, has been grilled and mixed pretty much in the same dressing as the lap, but the chicken's been grilled. So that's quite a big helping there for the two of us. My mom is a pescatarian, so she's not joining this meal, but let's give this a go. You can really smell the toasted, grounded, sticky rice. It smells really nice and toasty, really nutty. Sour, a touch of sweetness, salty, and you get a burst of freshness from the mint and the shallot. Wow, it's going to be a really good dinner. Really looking forward to it.
ผักชีฝรั่ง
Oh,
มันก็เลยแบบ
yeah. That's why I'm a noob when it comes to Thai food. I forgot there's a coriander in there, the spiky coriander. That's an essential part of lab or nam tok. Just showing you a cheeky sample of my mom's food. Don't worry. Very soon in this channel, there will be some Thai cooking, some Western cooking, definitely some sort of cooking going on. And I'll share with you some of our recipes, tutorials. So watch this space for those kind of contents coming up very, very soon. Okay. So in addition to the nam tok gai, the grilled chicken in a spicy, sour and sweet dressing, my mom is also making us and her some stir-fried Chinese spinach. That's happening in the wok right there. เดี๋ยวช่วยผัดนะครับ Right, give it a good toss. There we are. เรียบร้อยครับ ใส่เลย Perfect. That's our stir fried right there. And I'm trying not to burn my face, but there it is. Also, the cucumber has been made. And just look at how vibrant and green that is. It's quite a simple dish to make. Just season with a bit of soy sauce, a bit of sugar, a bit of pepper, lots and lots of garlic and carrot, really emphasizing on the natural sweetness of the ingredients to really do the hard work, really. The sweetness from the cucumber really comes through, mixing in with a bit of that soy sauce, extra seasoning, the crunch from the cucumber. Really, really simple, but absolutely delicious. Now, on with the tour. Actually, we were supposed to add the eggs into this cucumber mix. We got the eggs right here. Can you see that? That's the egg, a scrambled egg. We're not adding that on right now because it's going to dilute the flavor of the cucumber. But overnight, it does, we're going to adjust the seasoning again tomorrow, final time before we actually go. And that's when we're going to add the eggs. Just really make sure that the flavor is right up there. And let's see what my wife is doing. Without showing her face, of course. Let's see what she's doing. She's frying some, well, not frying, stir frying the pumpkin in, is it with egg, this one as well?
There's eggs, but we have
So the pumpkin does have eggs in there as well. Now, I've helped to slice up the shallots. That's going to be deep fried in a second. And it's going to be sprinkled on top of the sauteed pumpkin just to bring an extra crunch and also a layer of sweetness that really complements the creamy sweetness of the pumpkin. You got the sharper sweetness, creamy sweetness, perfect. The pumpkin, steaming hot pumpkin. Ooh, it smells delicious.
จะแอบชิมอันนี้นะลูกน้องเมย์นี่นะตัดใส่ไก่แล้วก็ตอกใส่ไก่แล้วก็โยน
Successfully
เลยนะ
nicked this pumpkin. I'm gonna try it.
เดี๋ยวเอากระทะเดี๋ยวนี้ค่ะไอ้ชอบไอ้ของก็ได้นะคะได้
Wow. A natural sweetness from the Japanese pumpkin. Then the creaminess of the texture. The savoriness from the soy sauce. The garlic, the carrot comes through. Delicious. So simple, but so delicious. And what's for dessert that we're offering tomorrow, Naka?
วุ้นวุ้นมะพร้าวค่ะแล้วก็มีขนมอย่างอื่นด้วย
All right, we've got these coconut that we're going to bash them and open them, get the juices out, and we're going to heat them up, add the agar and set as a coconut jelly. And we're going to offer that to the monks tomorrow. And there's quite a fair few other dessert, like pre-made dessert that we've got from Macro. We've got daifuku here, the mochi daifuku. This one is a black sesame filling. So we're going to give those to the monks tomorrow. What else? Oh, and we also got the banana cupcake from Macro as well. That's going to go into the offering pile tomorrow morning. Okay, so I highly recommend this coconut opening thingy. It comes with a mallet and this round disc thingy that you just saw my wife cracked open. It's loads of fun. You just put this metal ring thingy in, whack it with a mallet and then just pry out the coconut. It's absolutely the best investment we made, because before getting into the coconut we have to use a cleaver and it's just scary and dangerous, but this, get your hands on some. If you love coconut, you won't regret it. Oh, and by the way, I'm not a sponsor of this product or any of the brands associated with it. We just got it by chance from the reviews we saw, and we're just waiting for the coconut juice and the meat to come to a boil before adding the agar, which has been mixed in a bit of water, because if we were to add it dry to the coconut water, it would clump and won't mix properly. By mixing with water, that will help the process make it a little bit smoother and blend into the coconut juice and the coconut meat. Now, my mom did say a traditional recipe for this dish, you can add a bit of pandan in there just to give it an extra aroma and flavor boost, but it's dark outside and we can't really go into the garden without danger of stubbing on some leash or something nasty in the garden. So the coconut jello Thai style is finished and it is absolutely beautiful. The creaminess from the coconut and the juice really lightens the coconut, the meat of the coconut. You get the best of both worlds, the refreshing coconut juice, the creaminess of the coconut meat. It's ever so slightly salty in there as well. Perfect contrast to the sweetness in that jello. Wow. I'm going to jump in and help out, and I'll check with you tomorrow just before we're about to head out to the temple.